The July numbers are out for real estate sales in Oakville, and here is your monthly report for July 2024. Welcome back to our channel, Get Some Air, Get Sold, where you get all the information you need regarding real estate and lifestyle in Oakville. When we compare the numbers for real estate sales in Oakville, we must compare these sales for the rest of the GTA as well. Because as a buyer and seller, you must realize that people are coming in and out of Oakville from the GTA. To get a complete understanding of the market, we will investigate what is happening in the entire GTA. This includes Toronto, York region, Peel region, Durham region, and Halton region. Today I'm breaking down the sales numbers for the past 12 months, from August 2023 to July 2024. Whether you're buying, selling, or just curious about the market, these insights will help you stay informed. Let's jump right into the numbers. In August 2023, the GTA saw 5,214 homes sold. As we moved into the fall, we noticed a typical seasonal slowdown, with sales dipping to 4,716 in September and slightly lower in October, with 4,663 homes sold. By November and December, we hit the lowest points of the year, with just over 4,300 and 3,400 homes sold, respectively. But the market started to pick up again in the new year. January 2024 saw 4,232 homes sold, and February brought a significant boost with 5,648 sales. The spring market really kicked into gear, with March reaching 6,560 sales and April peaking at 6,988 homes sold, making it the most active month of the year. May also showed strong performance with 6,813 homes sold before tapering off in June and July with 6,109 and 5,144 homes sold, respectively. When the first rate cut happened on the 5th of June, the market actually slowed down. There was another rate cut on the 24th of July for another quarter point. Over the past 12 months, the GTA saw a total of 63,805 homes sold. This data gives us a clear picture of the market's ebb and flow, with a noticeable peak during the spring months and the expected slowdown during the winter. To understand the slowdown in the market, all buyers and sellers must compare the present activity to recent years. Starting in 2011, the GTA saw nearly 90,000 homes sold. Sales remained consistent through the early 2010s with slight fluctuations. 86,337 homes sold in 2012 and just over 87,500 in 2013. However, by 2015, the market started heating up, with sales crossing the 100,000 mark for the first time at 102,028 homes. The real boom came in 2016 when the market saw almost 114,000 homes sold. This period of strong activity continued until 2021, which set a record with nearly 120,000 homes sold. But after that, things began to shift. Starting in 2022, we saw a noticeable decline in sales. Only 74,931 homes were sold that year, and the trend continued downward. In 2023, sales dropped further to 66,680, and in 2024, we've seen just 41,494 homes sold so far, a significant drop from the peak just a few years ago. This data paints a clear picture of the market's rise and the recent slowdown. While the GTA enjoyed several years of record-breaking sales, the recent numbers indicate a cooling market. Whether this is a temporary correction or a longer-term trend remains to be seen, but it's something every buyer and seller should keep in mind. Now let's look at the numbers in Oakville. In August 2023, Oakville saw 187 homes sold. As we moved into the fall, September sales picked up slightly to 193, but October, November, and December saw a gradual decline, with December reaching the lowest point of 143 homes sold, a typical seasonal slowdown. But things really started to change in the new year. January 2024 had a modest recovery with 151 homes sold, but February marked a significant jump to 235 sales. The momentum continued into March and April, which saw the highest activity of the year with 274 and 297 homes sold respectively. May followed with strong numbers as well, hitting 260 sales before tapering off in June and July with 229 and 184 homes sold. Over the past 12 months, Oakville recorded a total of 2,447 homes sold. To understand this activity, we must look at Oakville sales since 2011. Let's start back in 2011. That year, Oakville saw just over 2,000 homes sold. Sales steadily increased in the years following, with a significant jump in 2013 to 2,633 homes. By 2014, sales had crossed the 3,000 mark, and in 2016, Oakville hit an all-time high of 4,119 homes sold. However, after the peak in 2016, we saw some fluctuations. The market actually slowed down significantly in 2017 when the foreign buyer's tax was introduced. 2017 had a slight dip to 3,375 sales, and then the market experienced a more pronounced slowdown in 2018 with just under 3,000 homes sold. Despite these changes, Oakville continued to show resilience, bouncing back in 2019 and 2020 with over 3,000 sales each year. The market hit another peak in 2021 with 4,394 homes sold, the highest in over a decade. This was a result of record low interest rates available to consumers in 2021 and the beginning of 2022. The trend started to shift again in 2022, with sales dropping to 2,648 and then to 2,549 in 2023. As of 2024, we've seen just 1,630 homes sold so far, marking a significant decline from the highs of previous years. Over the past 13 years, Oakville has seen a total of 41,674 homes sold. This data shows the market's growth, its peaks during high demand periods, and its recent cooling. Whether this decline is a temporary adjustment or part of a longer trend is something we'll be watching closely. Now let's look at home prices in Oakville and compare the entire GTA to Oakville. In August 2023, the average price of a home in Oakville was around $1.47 million. As we moved into the fall, September saw a slight increase, with prices peaking at $1.54 million. However, by October, prices dipped to about $1.39 million, showing some seasonal fluctuation. November brought a strong rebound, with the average price climbing to $1.56 million, followed by another increase in December, reaching $1.62 million, the highest point of the year. However, the new year brought its own challenges. The new year started with a slight drop to $1.44 million in January 2024, but February saw a significant jump back to nearly $1.59 million. This trend of high prices continued into the spring, with April and May both maintaining averages just above $1.58 million. In June, we had the first rate cut in 4 years. However, the way the market reacted was nothing that anybody was anticipating. June saw a bit of a dip, with prices averaging $1.45 million, and July closed out the year at approximately $1.47 million. Despite some fluctuations, the market showed overall resilience, with prices remaining strong throughout the year. Over the past 12 months, Oakville's home prices have consistently stayed above $1.39 million, with peaks in the winter and early spring. To further understand these home prices, we have to go back in time. Let's start back in 2011. At that time, the average price of a home in Oakville was just under $650,000. Prices steadily increased year after year, and by 2015, we saw the average price rise to over $830,000. But it was in 2016 that Oakville's market really took off, with the average home price jumping to over $1 million for the first time. Then came 2017, with prices peaking at $1.15 million and the advent of the foreign home buyer's tax. This was followed by a slight cooling in 2018 and 2019, with prices hovering around $1.03 million. The market rebounded strongly in 2020, with average prices soaring to $1.22 million, fueled by increased demand and low interest rates during the pandemic. The upper trend continued in 2021 and the beginning of 2022. Average prices hit new highs of nearly $1.49 million in 2021 and peaking at $1.62 million in 2022. However, in 2023, we saw a slight correction, with prices dropping to around $1.53 million, and 2024 has seen a modest dip to approximately $1.52 million. Over the past 13 years, Oakville has seen significant growth, from $646,000 in 2011 to over $1.5 million in 2024. Now, all buyers and sellers in Oakville must realize they have to look at the pricing in the GTA, because buyers and sellers are coming in and out of the GTA into Oakville and out of Oakville as well. Now let's take a look at the entire GTA and what happened to home prices from August of 2023 to July of 2024. Let's start with August 2023, where the average home price in the GTA was around $1.09 million. As we moved into September, prices rose to about $1.14 million, reflecting a slight uptick in buyer activity after the summer. October and November saw a bit of a decline, with prices settling at around 1.13 million and 1.10 million respectively. December saw another dip to $1.08 million, and when the new year started, January 2024 saw the lowest point, with prices dropping to 1.03 million. However, as we moved into the spring market, prices began to recover. February saw an increase to 1.12 million, and by April, the average price reached its peak for the year at 1.16 million. May and June continued this upward trend, with average prices staying above 1.17 million. The rate cuts in June and July had similar results to pricing in the rest of the GTA. July 2024 saw a bit of a dip again, with the average price dropping to about 1.12 million. Despite these fluctuations, the GTA market has shown resilience, maintaining strong average prices throughout the year. Over the past 12 months, GTA's average home prices have hovered between 1.03 million to 1.17 million, reflecting a slowdown in the market. In 2011, the average price of a home in the GTA was just over $470,000. Prices steadily increased year after year, crossing the $500,000 mark in 2012 and reaching approximately $573,000 by 2014. Then, in 2015, we saw a significant jump to nearly $630,000, marking the start of a rapid price increase that would continue for several years. To further understand this market, we have to look at what happened in the GTA in the past few years. However, 2018 saw a slight dip to around $797,000, reflecting some market cooling after years of rapid growth. The market rebounded in 2019, with prices climbing back to approximately $825,000. By 2016, the average price surged over $738,000, and by 2017, the prices were crossing the $829,000 mark. The trend continued into 2021, where prices broke the $1 million mark for the first time, reaching an average of 1.1 million. 2022 saw the peak at almost 1.2 million. With the rate increases prices in 2023 and 2024, we've observed a slight correction, stabilizing around 1.14 million. Then came 2020, and despite the challenges of the pandemic, the GTA saw incredible price increases, with the average prices hitting $937,000. Anyone who has bought real estate before 2021 has had appreciation. Where the challenge lies is the higher interest rates and with that affordability of homes. Therefore, it's not as much as pricing, but rather the affordability that is dictating sales activity. Now, we know that we will have 2 more rate cuts this year. If you are a buyer, you can try to guesstimate how much prices will increase at that point. What every buyer and seller in Oakville or in the rest of the GTA must understand that just like any markets, real estate also has ebbs and flows. I hope this video gave you some insight into what's happening with home prices in Oakville, as well as the rest of the GTA. If you found this video informative, please hit that like button, click that bell icon, subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching. Till the next time, I see you in the next video. You take care.